Hi guys, welcome back. Happy Monday. And the thing, right? Some people are like, yeah, Monday. Anyway, so I just energized the class today, and I'm so glad you're here. If you aren't a member of my fitness Facebook group and you didn't see what we're using today, how many people that use Facebook using mental word, you don't have one on that screen. We're going to be doing bicep curls on the ball to stabilize the arm. But if you don't press the ball, it's okay. Just do the movement without the arm. Same thing, no big deal. Otherwise, I'm just going to be using 3 weights. If you have a barbell, there's a few you can use on the bar, but there's not a ton today, so I wouldn't necessarily right now grab your barbell. But if you have one out, just reuse it. Also, for one of the moves, we're going to be doing overtime back pose. So, with that, I'm going to use one of these fans. But if you have, like, tubing, that's fine. If you have, like, slide fans, and then I'll show you how to do the same exact pose with weights. So, if you're like, I can't do it, I don't have that to worry about it. My daughter. Anyway, let me know if you're here. Or something in the comments or here. Yeah, other than that, I think we are ready to start. Exercise nothing in addiction. Hi, Carrie. How are you here? Alright, I will just talk louder. Maybe the microphone facing far away. Alright, hopefully you guys can hear me. I'll make an effort to talk loud. If it's still a problem and it's hard to understand what I'm even doing, please type something in there. I'll switch over to something different if I have to. I put in new batteries so the microphone should work, but should, it will, are always connected. Alright, we're going to start with that warm-up. Alright, so I want little circles with the arms. I don't care which direction you go. You're going to go the other direction as well. Music is louder. Okay. I was jamming out before we started, so maybe that's why. Alright, switch the other direction. I was blasting some worship music before this and like singing to myself. Alright, we're gonna reach, step and reach. Reach all the way across. Hopefully I didn't turn the music down too low and you can all still hear it. I can hear it just fine here, but I don't know about you. Reach down. I hope you guys are ready to work those muscles to the brink. Give them a little rest. and then work them again. That's always fun to do, right? All right, we're gonna crisscross. You can have a little step touch if you feel like your brain is allowing you to do such complicated movements. I know, it's not that complicated, but sometimes it can feel that way. That's better. All right, awesome. Thanks for the feedback. I always hate not knowing how I sound. All right, we're gonna go into a jumping jack. If you need to modify this, this is not a leg workout. So don't feel like, oh my gosh, I have to do that pull out jumping jack. If you need to modify it, modify it. I'm just trying to get that heart rate up a little bit, get that blood flowing through all the different parts of the body. Woo! A little longer, we're almost there. All right, up in front, I just want you to go up and down with your hands. You can add a little step touch if that's fun for you. If that's too much, just stand here and do the arms. Microphone keeps like drooping on me. Alright, we're gonna push it back with our hands. Push. Like you're pushing something away from you. Get away. Get out of here. Maybe it's the enemy. Get out of here, Satan. You're not welcome in my home. Go. Get gone. Alright, come to the edge of your mat. We're going to roll it down. Walk those hands out to the top of your mat. From here, come down to those knees. Keep those elbows in tight. We're going to do 3 tricep push-ups. 3, 2, 1. Walk those hands back to the feet. And then roll it up nice and slow. Maybe give yourself a couple shoulder rolls. We come all the way back down. Walk it out. Bring it down to those knees. Take those arms wider. This time we're going to do 3 regular push-ups on our knees. All right, walk those hands back. Roll it up nice and slow. Stack each vertebrae on top of the other. Roll those shoulders. Keep rolling them. All right, we're going to do that freestyle swimming motion. Like you're swimming through the lake. It's 70 degrees out in this make-believe world. And you're swimming through the pond. All right, who swims in a pond? In a lake. I mean, I just feel like that's gross. All right, reverse that swim. Now you're just taking it easy. Get a little back pedaling with the arms. Woo. Gliding through that water with ease. All right, crisscross those arms. Come back to that step touch. No, honey. I'll dance with you when I'm done, okay? I'll come get you when I'm done. All right, we're going to go into a hamstring curl. Pull those arms wide. We're almost done with that warm up. 2, 1. All right. So first move, I want you to grab a singular weight. This can be something a little bit heavier for you. I'm going to start off with my 15 and see how it goes. You've got options. You can do this standing, where you're just going to put your arm out to the side and push it up overhead. Or you can come down to the ground and hold your rope toes, put one arm out, and lift it up. All right, we got 40 seconds of that. You pick. Are you on the ground or are you up on your toes? All right, here we go. Pick your spot and get going. So if I were to turn towards you, my feet are off the ground here. I'm just balancing and pushing this weight up overhead. You're forcing that body to stabilize by just doing that one arm at a time. Maybe you're like, that's too much, and you want to be standing up, or you can be on your knees too. This is a great option. Palms are facing you. Pushing up, other arm is just out to the side. 2, 1, and rest. Quick rest where you stick with that same arm. This time though, I just want you to hold it up overhead and leave it there. 3. Get comfortable with that discomfort. And at any point, if you speak too much, you're in this boat pose where you're just leaning back on those sit bones. Feel free. You can always drop those feet down and hang out here for a little bit, or even come up to your feet. I recommend just dropping the feet though, rather than coming all the way up, because that's just going to take a bunch of extra time. Woo! You're feeling this by now. Woo-wee! Feel that core too. Draw that navel in, pull it in towards the spine. 2, 1. Woo! Quick little rest. Now, if you're taking any of my classes, you probably know by now. The next round is pulsing. So, if you need to drop down to a lighter weight, you can. Otherwise, join me here. Let's go! Little pulses, up and down. Hard to do while you're balancing. Just do the best you can. Just a quick little overhead press. Little 1-inch movement up and down. Keep going. So maybe you're on your knees and you're just here, pushing up overhead. Just little pulses. Pick whatever's working for you today. Not what's working for me, but for you. This is your workout. You can't tell by my face, this weight's getting a little heavy. 3, 1. All right. So, take that weight. Say, meet my other hand. Nice to meet you, other hand. You get to do the work now. So, whatever you did on this arm, I want you to do on that arm. So, if you were in that balanced posture while doing the movement, I want you in that balanced posture on the other side. Keep it even. If you are on standing up, then stand up. Just be consistent with both sides. Woo, get ready. 2, we're going back to that 1 and 1. So it's just pushing it up, bringing it down. Pushing it up, bringing it down. You got it. Woo! Woo! Keep pushing. Why is this arm too harder? That makes no sense. Oh. Anybody else doing a fast for the month of January? Woo! Today is day 1 of my sugar fast. You even knew how much sugar I ate today. Rest that. You'd be happy I'm doing one. But you'd also be a little nervous. My dad told me he was taking bets. Rude. 3, 2, 1. Isometric. I tried something different. I've done every diet, everything out there that you could probably ever heard of. But this isn't a diet. It's a fast. You might be thinking, what's the difference? You're cutting out foods. Well, something I've never tried before, but instead of just struggling and like gritting my teeth to get through it, I've been reaching out to God throughout the day, and somehow He's been sustaining me through all of it. 3, 2, 1. Whew. Rest. Quick rest. Guess what, guys? We got pulses coming at you next. I know you're excited. Whew, I'm excited. Who doesn't love a good pulse? Remember, be consistent. Whatever you did on the other side, you're doing it again. Woo! If you want to yell it a little, woo, woo, go for it. I believe in you. Yes, you can. I know that weight's getting heavy. You can tell by my face, mine's getting heavy too. But we're not going to quit, are we? Woo! We could. But where would that get us? Woo! Anything worth doing is hard. Give me no sugar. 3, 2, 1. Woo. So far, it really hasn't been that hard, but I'm sure we'll get there. All right. Grab something a little bit lighter. I'm going to go to my 5 pounds. We're going to lay flat on the ground. We're going to do T raises. So you're going to lay flat down on the ground, and then your palms are going to face the ground, and you're just going to lift up in a T position. Your arms are straight out. You're just lifting it up and lifting it down. All right, get ready. Take those arms out wide to the side. I've got a little free first. All right, lift it up and down. Now, if you grab the weight that you're like, oh my gosh, Sarah, I can't hold this up any longer, this is too much, feel free. Drop down to a lighter weight, or even you can do this whole thing with just body weight, and I promise you'll still feel it. I want your gaze straight down that mat. Keep that spine in alignment. So don't crank your neck to look up at the TV or computer. Keep it straight down. I'll tell you when the timer's up. 3, 2, 1. Whew. Rest it up. Now I realized during that my shoulders were not happy with that weight. We're gonna hold it up for 40 seconds. Static isometric hold. You're just holding it up, keeping that neck looking straight down, holding those weights up, just hanging out here. Maybe taking this time to reflect on your blessings. What blessings do you have to reflect on from today? You might have had the worst day ever, but I bet there's still some blessings in there. Take this time as you hold this weight up above your body, or beside your body, to figure out what those blessings were and really just thank God for them. 2, 1, and rest. You can do a lot of things that you didn't think you could do. You just focus on something different for a little bit. All right, we have got pulses. So lay flat down, pulse those arms up and down. So maybe you were like midway through your gratitude list when I was like 3, 2, 1, and you're like, there's a few more things I need to be grateful for. Take the time now. Pulses are usually worse than those isometric holds. So this would be a great time to start thinking about something else other than what your muscles are saying to you. Whew. This move is so good for those shoulders. Woo. 3, 2, 1. Whew. Go ahead and rest. You guys, that was great. You did great. All right, we're gonna move on to our next movement. This is the one where I'm gonna use my ball. But all we're doing is a bicep curl. So if you don't have a ball, which I'm sure a lot of people don't, because not everyone has like a home gym with all the things. So don't worry about it if you don't have it. All we're gonna do is rest our arms on the ball and use it to hold the weight stacked. Hold those arms stationary. You're just gonna curl it up and down. So all the ball is accomplishing here is forcing me to keep all that work in the bicep. When you're doing it freestanding, sometimes we can, recruit some muscles in our shoulders and in our back that we aren't going to be able to recruit right now because we're forcing those arms to stay still at a rest. Woo! Shake that guy out. Woo! All right. Get ready. We're going to move through this movement even slower this time. So even if you were moving slow, slow it down even more. Woo. slow. I know you've got heavy weights. They're probably feeling pretty heavy right about now. Okay, I can't help but think that it looks like I'm in like a movie where like I'm on the phone with my girlfriend. If anybody's a fan of The Office, there's an episode where Jim tricks Dwight and Andy into arcade. Like that. Rest. So this last one, we're gonna pulse the movement. So be ready for it to feel a little tougher than the last two movements. 2, 1, pulse. And I'm so mean, I always leave the hardest one for last. If you're on that ball, the pulses might feel a little weird because the ball's gonna move with your elbow a little bit. Just go with it. Little 1-inch movement up and down. About the mid-range of the motion. Woo! Keep going. If you can, keep your eyes open. My eyes keep open. It's hard, but we can get through this. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Doggy. You made it through that move. All right. I'm gonna dock my ball. You don't need that right now. Next move is gonna be a renegade row. Feel free to grab water at any point here. So you can put all your weight on the weight and just throw it up. Or you can alternate switching the hands. If you want to add a little push up in there, you can, but we're going to do those later. All right, here we go. So we're pulling that weight up to our chest line, keeping that elbow straight up and down. If you're like me, I don't like how that feels on my hand to put all my weight there. You can also come down to your knees like I'm showing you right here. Or, if you're brave, come up to that plank and do the full row in plank. And if it's easier for you, if you're alternating like I'm doing, you can always do something like 2 on one side and then 2 on the other side. Rest. Whew. All right. For the second round, we're going to do the same thing. Whew. Catch my breath a little. But we're going to do it slower.
2, 1. Isometric.
So I want you to hold that plank or modified plank. Throw it up. Throw it down. Nice and slow. I want you to take your time with this one. Really feel those muscles contracting and then releasing as you lift and lower. Try and keep those hips as square as you can while you're lifting it up. I know our body will want to start to lean open, but try and work against that.
3, 2, 1.
And rest. Woo. All right. For the third set, we're going to pull it up, pulse for 3, switch. Pull it up for 3, switch.
2, 1.
Here we go. So it's 3, 2, 1, switch. 3, 2, 1, switch. I want you to get the elbow up pretty high so you're feeling this in your back. 3, 2, 1. For some people, they actually prefer to keep their hands on the weights the whole time. My husband does push-ups while leaning on the weights. I personally don't know why anyone would like that, but you do your thing. Woo. Keep going.
2, 1.
And rest. Woo. I don't know, that one kind of took my breath away. All right, next one we're going to do a hammer curl with a squat. If you're like, dude, I was not planning to do any lower body, you can take it out. No one's going to come jump to the computer and make you do it. But if you're doing it with me, we're going to squat squat down, hammer curl, squat up. So we're not doing the movements together. We're squatting down, holding it, doing that curl, and then lifting up. Whew. So squat down, curl. Or if you want, you can hold that squat down and just move through that hammer curl. Either way is fine with me. Or if you really want, you can hammer curl with the squat. I'm giving you too many options now. Now you have to make a decision. I know I hate decisions. Make sure you're sticking out that booty for that squat. Because this is a leg workout. You're going to need a good cheer on your squat. And rest. I just harp on that because it can really hurt your knees. Woo! All right. Slow motion for the next one. We're actually going to hold our squat. No option there. Just hold it.
Isometric.
So we're going to bring it down. Super slow movement here. Draw that belly button in. Otherwise, you're going to feel a lot of strain in that low back right now. Stay down a little deeper in that squat. Keep breathing here. Lift up. Remember, those palms are facing each other. This isn't like the curl we just did. The palms are facing in. Bring it up to that collarbone. Back down. Draw that belly button in. And rest. Woo! Alright. Y'all better get ready. It's shaker weight time. And really what I mean by that is we're pulsing. So it kind of looks like that shaker weight.
Alternate legs.
Alright. Here we go. If you want to keep in that squat, stay in it. If you need to for this one, I'll let you come up. But if you can, stay down with me. Give me that shaker weight. Maybe you need to alternate. One arm, two arm. Maybe you do them together. Make it work for you. Woo! You know you want to go buy one of these now. This is a great infomercial. Whew. Keep going.
2,
1. Woo-wee. All right. This is the one we're going to use the bands for. If you don't have a band, you're going to grab your weights, pull them up overhead, pull those arms up and down with those weights. Whew. If you have a band though, I'm going to come down to my knees. I feel like the camera's cutting off the top a little bit there. You can stay standing though. I'm going to take a very narrow grip here. You're going to pull it down, pull it up. Pull it down, lift it up. Same thing for the weights. So we're working into those lats right now. Those are those big muscles in the back. Whew. You're going to feel it in your arms too. That's okay. You're not doing it wrong. Feel it in your arms. Really focus here. I'm going to show up with weights real quick. To not let gravity do all the work. Slow and controlled. Rest. I showed a couple there with weights. That's how it should look. All right, for the next one, we're going to isometrically hold this
3, 2,
one set at a time. So
isometric.
pull it down, and I just want you to hold it here. When we hit 20 seconds, we're going to switch those arms around. Woo. If your band is really tight, this might be really hard. If it's really loose, it might be really easy to switch. Woo. If the band you're using isn't giving you enough resistance, you can always switch to those free weights. I personally think you get a better feel for this one with the band, but either way will work. And rest. building up in my arm. All right, we're gonna do pulses. So you're gonna come down,
3,
pulse.
1.
We're gonna each side and then switch. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. If you're using those weights, it's the same thing. 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Keep those elbows back a little bit. Not dramatically, but we want to dig into those lats. Woo! Gosh, my face looks so cute right now. The green I have on it. We can do this.
2,
1 and a rest. Alright. You can say bye-bye to the band. He's done for the day. Seeing if you were stressed out about not having a band, it was one move. Alright. We're going into chest slides next. I'm going to do mine on the ball today. But the ball is no big deal. If you don't have one, you're just going to do them straight on the floor. You're going to slide those arms open and close. The same movement, whether or not you're laying on a ball. So grab your weight, set yourself up either on the floor or the ball. Roll slow here. Palms are facing in, opening it wide like you're flaring open your wings, squeezing them tight at the top. Open and close. See, if you're on the ground, you're just going to tap your elbows to the ground to lift them up. If you're on the ball, your torso will be on the ball. This just kind of forces your body to balance and stabilize a little bit more.
1. Rest.
I promise you are not missing out. You can still get plenty of a workout without using the ball. I just had one, so I'm going to use it, right? Whew. All right, get ready.
3,
We got
2.
slow motion coming up next.
Isometric.
Nice and slow. So slow motion, maybe even hold at the bottom for a few seconds, and then slow motion up. I recommend holding at the bottom to just mentally remind yourself how slow you're going. If being on the ball bothers your neck, you can always move the ball back a little bit more so your neck has a little bit more on the ball.
3, 2, 1.
And rest. Great job. All right. Last one. We're going to pulse. So you have the option to pulse for 3, come up, or just stay down at that bottom range and pulse.
2, 1. Out.
So you can stay down here the whole time, or do 3 and lift it up. It feels so goofy on the ball when I pulse. I'm like bouncing around over here. Don't mind me. Or just stay down here the whole time. You don't have to come up at all. You can just continue that pulse. Feel that chest working. You're trapping that blood in those pectoral muscles. Woo! Feel it. Enjoy it. Love it. We're almost there.
3,
2, 1. Woo! All right. We're already ready for our next move. We've got a narrow press next. I'm actually going to not do this one with the ball. I'm going to throw it over here so it doesn't get in the way because it likes to get in the way. So for the narrow press, it's similar to a chest press, but it's just going to come straight down. If you're using a barbell, you would continue to have those palms facing away and tap down. But if you're using free weights, I'll have you put your palms facing each other. You're going to tap it down just by the sides and push it straight up. Again, if you're using that barbell, you don't have the option. You need to keep those palms facing away from you. So if you're using free weights, It's a lot simpler. So just take those palms facing in, working into those triceps right now. So that's that back side of the arm. That muscle that makes it look like you're super toned. Woo-wee.
3,
2, 1. Woo.
rest.
All right. Just like all the other movements, we're gonna just take this one super slow. So I mean, we're gonna count out to the count of 5 for each movement up and each movement down.
Isometric.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last set. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo!
Rest.
See that? I even synced up with the timer. That was pretty impressive. All right, for the last one, we're gonna pulse. So you're gonna come down by your side and pulse. You have that option to do 3 and lift up, or just hold the pulse. Some people find that this is too hard to just remain here in that pulse. So in that case, you do 3, 2, 1, up. 3, 2, 1, up. Or maybe you just don't like pulsing and you want to at least get a little range of motion in there. That's okay. You do you. As long as you're not quitting on me, I am totally on board with it. Oh boy. I just had to purchase the 15s instead of the 12s, didn't I? Woo-wee.
3,
2, 1. Woo. Shake it out. I don't know about you, but my arms feel a little bit shaky in there. All right, chest press is next. So if you have a barbell, this would be a great one for it. All it's gonna be, your grip is gonna be facing away from you. You're gonna take your weights, either the barbell or your weights. They're gonna be narrow at the top, wide at the bottom. If you're holding a barbell, your hands aren't gonna move in and out on the barbell. It will just be down to a goal post, push it straight up. All right, get ready. So this is about to go down. All right, palms facing away, tapping down on the ground, pushing it straight up. You don't actually have to touch the ground, but just get real close so you know you're right about there. What I don't want is for you to only come to like here and then push it straight up. I want you to get as low as you can and then push it up. I really want you to focus here too on squeezing that chest together as you lift. Woo.
3,
2, 1. Woo. Rest it up. You're doing great. All right, for the next one, excuse me, we're going to just do it extra slow. You got that slow motion, moving through mud movement.
isometric.
Woo! Drip some mud on me. I can move through mud. I'll show you how strong I am. Quicksand can't even stop me. If it helps you, count yourself to either 4 or 5 on the way up, 4 or 5 on the way down. Some people prefer to do counts of 4. That's okay. You can do that. The whole point is just to make sure you're keeping a slow, even pace. So we're not going as fast as we did on that last set. We're way slow down here.
1.
And a rest. Woo! Way to go. All right. Y'all ready for the fun part? Time to pulse it out. So you have that option to hold it here in that pulse, or lift it up and we'll do 3 pulses. Here we go. Pulse. You get a pulse. She gets a pulse. We all get a pulse. Woo! Pulse is for everyone. Whether they want them or not. Woo! Yes, you can. give up, you tell yourself, not today. You know why? Because you're a warrior and you can do this.
One.
And rest. Woo-hoo! Shake it out. My arms are jello. That's okay, right? Alright. So next one. I prefer to just use one weight, but you can definitely use two. I'll show you. All it is, your palms are facing away from you if you're using two weights. You're going to bring it down towards your forehead and lift it up. Or if you're like me and you like to just use that one weight, hold it, grip it with both hands, and you're just going to bring it down towards your forehead and then straighten it back up. We're working into those triceps again. If you're using a barbell for this one, you obviously have to have that grip facing away from you rather than those hands facing each other like mine are. It's really just not an option. Woo! My triceps are shaking. Can you imagine if I did this with both the weights? I know, I feel like I'm cheating. Whoa. Don't worry, you'll get another round of triceps in these after this. So don't be too worried, you'll work them. Woo-wee!
3, 2, 1. Rest.
And rest. Alright. Second round, instead of that slow motion movement, we're actually going to hold it, hovering that weight just above your head. Public service announcement. Don't drop it. It will hurt.
Isometric.
Hold it here. If you start to get to a point where your hands are too sweaty to be holding onto that weight, I want you to release it up and then come back down once you dry off your hands. Having a weight land on your forehead will not feel good. You will end up having a bruise, if not a trip to the emergency room. And the emergency rooms just don't have room for you right now. They are full. Not to mention, you don't want to go there. 3, 2, 1. Holy goodness. Shake it out. I'm shaking it, right? I don't even know what my arms are doing. Alright, we got pulses! Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
2, 1.
Here we go! Same rules apply. If you're a sweaty mess and you're about to drop that thing on your head, at least dodge out of the way. Whew, I got somebody nervous, I bet. Don't worry, I believe in you. You're not going to drop that weight on your head. Woo! And give it a little rest and come back in. Occasionally, when we do these pulses, my muscles cramp up and I have to release for just a second and come back in. Woo! Like that. If you have to do that too, I get it.
3.
As long as you come back, I'm happy.
1.
And rest. Woo! Virtual high five! Way to go! Alright. We got push-ups next. Okay, I think my arms are a little too tired. It was hard to lift those up. So, we're going to flip it over on your mat. Knees or toes. Again, grab water when you need to. I talk a lot, so I tend to get a dry throat. And then you totally weren't aware that I talk a lot, right? Alright, arms are wider than your shoulders, but not like crazy wide either. Alright, here we go. Do as many as you can on those toes. Now when you can't do any more, drop down to those knees. If you can't even do one, that is A-okay. You can be on those knees all day. I would rather you be down here on your knees than giving up. There ain't no shame. You're laughing at all the people not doing one. Woo! Alright, I gotta come that way. Woo! Keep going. This is an excellent workout for you.
1.
And rest.
Rest.
Alright, guys. We are gonna hold the next one, and it's gonna be so much fun. I know you were just thinking that. We're gonna hold it down that base, left or the bottom half of the movement, and hold.
Isometric.
It might feel like the longest 40 seconds of your life. So right now, if that's you, start thinking about that gratitude list. Maybe think about all the food you had to eat today. Maybe you're grateful that your family is alive. Maybe you're grateful that you're alive. Maybe you're grateful that you have a home. Whew. I don't know what your story is. Maybe you have a car. People in other countries definitely don't have cars. Whew. You have running water.
2, 1.
Rest. It's almost hard to think when you get that intense into a movement. We got pulses next. I'm gonna be nice though. If you want, you can do those 3 pulses. Come up.
1. Pulse.
Or if you're feeling beast mode today, you just come down and pulse. Otherwise, you come through. Maybe you do 3, 2, 1, up. Either way is fine with me. Woo! Keep going. These pulses are killer, I know. Woo! Keep it going. Fight through. Don't give up on me yet. We're almost there. 5 more seconds. You can do 5 more seconds.
3,
2, 1. Woo! Alright. Shake it out a little bit. Alright. Guys, we are already to the 14th move, which means we got tricep dips. If you've got a chair handy, go ahead and grab your chair. I'm just using this bench because it's just there. I actually would say you're better off with the chair because you're higher up, but I'll leave that one up to you. All you're going to do, come off the edge of your bench or chair. You're going to lower down, bending those elbows, and push it straight up. All right, here we go. Whew. You got this. Hang in there. Woo! You guys, I'm super proud of you. This is no weak man's workout. This is tough. You get to tell yourself today, I'm tough. I'm tougher than I was yesterday, and I'm going to be tougher than I am today the next day. Keep fighting through. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Give those arms a little shaky shake. Maybe a little kiss. I'm kidding, don't kiss your arms. It's okay if you already did. Alright, we're going to hold it down at the base level of the movement.
Isometric.
Woo! I just want you holding it here. If that gets to be too easy, which that's not the case here, you can lift up a leg, alternate, put a weight on your hip, whatever your choice may be. Or you can be like me and just pretend to smile as you're in pain, but you're still fighting through. I promise this is not easy for me. This is tough. So if it feels really hard, you're in good company. 2, 1.
Rest.
Woo! Great job. Guys, we got to pulse one more time. Do a little bit of core, and then you get to just go and enjoy your family.
1.
Here we go. Pulse it out. Yeah, baby, pulses. I always forget that microphone back there until I do those pulses, and it's like whack, whack, whack. Woo! Giddy up. You guys are doing so awesome. Woo, woo, woo. 15 seconds. Well, now. My arms are giving up. 10 more seconds. Don't you quit. I won't quit if you don't. 3, 2, 1. Woo! I know I felt that. I'm really confused. This is my supposed to be 14 moves, but it's giving me another one. All right. Well, you guess what, you guys? You You just earned yourself a bonus move that I didn't plan for. Woo. Grab your medium-sized weights. I'm going to grab 8. We're going to do rear. Well, that's why we didn't do our rear delt twice. We're going to hinge it forward. We're going to bring it up to a goalpost and bring it back down. Don't get too crazy heavy with this one. I am so sorry. I totally told you you were done. But that was when I didn't realize that I skipped number 6. Woo! It's the lack of sugar. You're right. I would do this with sugar too. Keep going. We're working into those rear deltoids. So it's just that little goalpost. Bring it down. Goalpost. Bring it down. Check it out here.
3.
And just hinge forward at the hips.
1. Rest.
And rest. Maybe 8 pounds is too much. We're working into the tops of the shoulders here. You can always go lighter than that too.
3.
Next one.
1. Isometric.
Bring it up and hold. I just want you to hold it right here. Check it out. I'm hinged forward at the hip. I'm not like crazy low. I'm just hinged forward. Keeping that back straight. With that still with that lumbar curve in the back. The spine. Don't lock out those knees. Let that blood flow through them. Keep them up there. I know it's tough. Woo! Keep going. You're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Rest.
Woo. All right. This next one, we're going to pulse it up for 3. Bring it down. Pulse for 3. Bring it down. I promise this is actually the last move. I checked the timer, and I only missed 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Be brave. So brave. Woo! Be sure to join me tomorrow. We've got hit core. We are going to kick some major butt. Last week I burned like 550 calories in that 1 hour. Whew. And it was fun.
2, 1.
And a rest. All right, guys. We have cardio coming up next. I got this little weight rack off Amazon, not realizing that it was like a plastic piece of garbage. Whatever. The way she fall over. Alright, first move we're going to do, we're going to lie back down. We're going to lift those legs up. You can either alternate dropping legs or drop them both. I'm going to put my hands out to the side, but if it's more comfortable and closer, you can do that too. Alright, here we go. So option, drop both legs or alternate, dropping one leg at a time. Either way is fine. I really want you to focus here. I'm drawing in those lower abdominals, pulling that belly button in, tilting that pelvic bone up. As you lift and lower. Woo! Keep going. And rest. Woo! All right. Next one, we're going to alternate. We're going to leave it up here and just crunch it up. So you're holding that crunch and just pulsing it up towards those knees. Woo! It burns. So good. Woo, we're almost there. Keep pulsing. whichever side you want. We're going to do a side plank, 45 seconds. Whichever side you want. We're going to do the other one too. So it really doesn't matter which one you start with. Option here, you can always drop down one knee. You can be on that elbow or up on the wrist. You feel extra today. You can try lifting one leg up. Woo. Alright, all that extra today. Maybe you're not feeling extra at all today. Maybe you're just happy you showed up. That is great. I am happy you showed up as well. Whew. Don't feel like you gotta be extra just because I gave you the extra option. Whew. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, switch. Whew. Get ready. And go. Whatever you did on that other side, do it on this side. So if you got a little extra with your leg for a little bit, get a little extra on this side too. But don't be more extra than the other extra. Whew. All right. Remember, you can be down on your elbow if this bothers your wrist. Or if you're about to give up, you drop that one knee down instead of completely dropping down. That way you're still getting some oblique core action. Woo! Yes! You're doing great. Don't you give up. I know you can do this. I know you can do this. And rest. Woo! Alright. Flip it over. We're going to do a full-on plank. 45 seconds. Take any variation you want. If you really feel like doing jumping jacks, lifting one leg up, maybe crossing those knees in front, go for it. If you're like me, and today feels like a hold your plank kind of day, then you go for that too. There's about 1,000, okay, maybe not 1,000. There's a lot of variations you can take for your plank. You do you, whatever feels best today. Woo. Keep breathing though. Do not hold your breath. Draw that belly button up towards that spine. 2, 1, drop it down. Woo. Alright, flip it back over. We're gonna do bicycle crunches. Opposite elbow to opposite knee. Woo. Keep on partying. You got this. Guess what? When you finish this move, we're gonna stretch. Tell yourself that when you decide you're about to give up. Hey, body, I'm about to stretch. You can do a little more. Your body still might talk back, but you can talk right back to it. Woo. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Congratulations. You made it to the cool down. Alright. Up, girls. Be careful. Alright, put your hands on your knees. I just want you to round your back. Tuck your chin. Hold it here. Woo. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Go ahead, release. Clasp both hands behind together, put them behind the head. I just want you to push out the chest. Whew. I hope your arms and your back are feeling like you did something. Mine are a jiggly mess right now. They are tired. I hope yours are too. As much as being tired is hard, that's where the change happens. You gotta break down that muscle to rebuild it. Go ahead, release. Alright, we're gonna come onto all fours. Take that right hand, thread the needle through, drop that shoulder down. You can drop your head down if that's comfortable for you, and just hang out here. Go ahead and push it back up. You're gonna take that left hand, run the needle through, drop the shoulder down, and hang out here for a minute. Go ahead and release. All right, from here, I'm actually going to have you place your hands on the mat, push your hips up towards the sky, pushing your heels down towards the ground, and just dropping your head here, feeling that stretch through those shoulders and those arms. You'll feel it through the back of your legs as well. While you're here, maybe you just want to shake your head no. Shake yes. Kind of relax that neck here. Go ahead and release. Come back to that comfortable seated position. Pull one arm across. Ooh, does that one feel good today? You guys, I just want to acknowledge that you guys worked really hard today. You did a great job. Even if you took extra breaks, that's okay. You didn't quit. You made it to the end. You're here for the cool down. That's what's important. Go ahead and switch. If you ever get to a point where you think, man, I just can't finish this workout, my challenge to you would be that you keep going as long as you can, take breaks as you need them, and watch as over time as you commit to this workout that you make it longer and longer. Bring this arm up and over, pull down on that elbow. So in the beginning, it might feel like there's no way I could ever get through a whole hour of just upper body weightlifting. I promise you, you can, but sometimes you have to build your way up to it. So don't get discouraged if that's you today. Go ahead, switch arms. Whew. You guys feel that tricep stretch after all those pulses that are happy to be stretching here. All right, we're going to take one hand behind the back, take the other hand, grab the wrist, and just pull. And then the direction you're pulling, I want that neck or that ear to go towards that shoulder. Feel this in your neck. Go ahead, switch other side. Same thing. Pull that wrist and your head in the same direction. We're just going to end in a quick prayer here. I forgot to say a prayer in the beginning. I apologize for that. Heavenly Father, thank you so much for your time with us, for your presence. We long for more of your presence, and we just pray that you would pour out your blessing upon your people. Lord, that we would grow closer to you and get to know you more, and that you would become more real and apparent in our lives, that we would be a light to those around us, and people would just ask us, want to know one day, what's different about you? And that answer is going to be you, God. I ask all this in Jesus' holy name. Amen. Whew. All right, guys. Great job today. Let me know if you have any questions, comments. Otherwise, have a great night. Enjoy your family. And we do have more classes this week than we had last week. So tomorrow we have HIIT 4. It's an hour. And then Thursday we have lower body like usual. And then on Saturday I'm doing a bar class. So feel free to join if you're able to for any of those classes. Otherwise, YouTube does take a little bit of a delay with uploading these live classes, but they will be there even if you don't see them right away. So don't fret. Sometimes they're just slow. I don't know. I don't know YouTube's life. Awesome. I'm glad that was tough because my arm is feeling just jello. I'm glad I'm not the only one. All right, guys. Thanks so much. Have a great night.